Hello folks, and welcome back to Kerno EXP. We're in the office right now, aka the lean-to at the back, and I've lit the fire because it's so cold you can't really do a lot without well, you know, getting cold basically. So yeah, I hope you're all safe and well, and I hope you're looking after yourselves in these crazy times that we've got right now. Now the plans, I want to try and get out before next year. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? But that is the case though, isn't it, folks? To do either a blog style video or a flight. Now those of you that live in Cornwall will know that at the moment we're getting very squally showers and it's hail, and I don't find that fun at all, folks. So until the weather improves, I will not be venturing out, basically, until it's dry for at least 3 or 4 hours, so we can accomplish a mission, because I've got quite a few missions lined up in the pipeline. So, well, we've got the Poldu Cove area to film, which is the Marconi radio site, which I want to have a look at. It's either we do a land base explore or we fly over. I don't know which. It'll probably be a land based explore more than likely. As I said in a previous video, I've found quite a few abandoned properties in and around at the moment. But because my transport is a little motorcycle, little Honda 90 clone, if the weather's against me, then I'm going to get soaked before I get to any location, which I don't fancy the idea of it. This will be going on the blogs channel, folks. So yeah, but we will do a video, folks, before New Year. Now, whether it'll be back at base here talking about a couple of projects or out on location exploring, at the moment, because of the weather, I don't know, folks. Been thinking, those of you who have watched the previous videos I've done, I've talked about buying a kayak, one of the ones that you sit on top of. I've decided to scrap that idea now, and I'm going to buy myself a little tender. Excuse me. And I'm going to buy a 4-stroke 5-horse outboard motor to go with it. I've already got all the other gear here to, like anchor and compass and life jackets and all that jazz. So rather than buying extra things that I thought I just, you know, I thought about it long and strong, folks. And yeah, a tender is probably the best way to go. And then get myself an outboard after that. I'm going to keep it down around Falmouth at a private mooring. So if it's under a certain length, then the price shouldn't be too bad. I do like a bit of rowing, folks. Some of the previous videos I've done, it's featured rowing. And I do enjoy it. It's good for me as well because it's good for building my upper strength up. So we'll be doing a bit of rowing and a bit of outboarding with the motor and that. We'll have to get ourselves a new marine bound radio, which is not difficult, folks. It's quite straightforward. I've already got some navigation lights. Got an anchor light and a port and starboard, so don't need to worry about that. So a goal I'm going to set myself for next year is to see if I can row from, say, Rastrogan Point all the way across to St Just, which is a small village on the Roseland. Definitely doable, folks. So that'll be good. Also, we're going to be doing some cycling adventures. I'll be buying a new bike. Well, I'm in the process of buying it. It's going to be paid for in January. So the plan is to cycle from here, which is Redroof, to Plymouth, into Devonport, get a takeaway, and then cycle part way back and wild camp overnight, which I think, well, I think that is very doable. Very, very doable indeed. I've had the grand plan for quite a long time, and the bike that I'm buying is the right bike for it. 27 gear, hybrid, doors, awesomeness. So yeah, that should be really cool. I think I need to leave this fire die down a bit. He's way up on the high temp, so I need to leave it die down a bit. Motorcycles, we're putting the Suzuki back on the road end of February, I think it is. Got to get a new drive belt for that, and rollers for it, and replace the windshield. It's not damaged, as folks. It's just got like very minute cracks in it, and I can see it, and it's just annoying me. So that's what we're going to do with that. Also, the scratches that I did when I dropped it, I've got some carbon fibre, so we'll be able to cover it all up so it looks like a new bike again, which is awesome because I spent a lot of money on it with the brakes and the tyres and all that jazz. So, you know. The Honda 90 clone, I've spent a tremendous amount on that bike. So I'm going to be keeping both of them on the road, folks. I'm going to insure them under the one policy and go from there, basically. Projects outside here, we're building a greenhouse February, and I just like the idea of growing your own produce, folks. I know a lot of you guys out there love doing that as well. I do watch a couple from British Columbia called Jake and Nicole, and they live in a yurt, and they live on, their cooking is the fire like this, and they live in off-grid basically, which I think that's fascinating because they live on solar, and for cooking they use wood which they've harvested through the year and that. The only thing missing for me there really is like a steam engine. If there was a steam engine involved, I'd be hooked. We're going back down to the Helston Railway in the new year, helping out. So there'll be the odd one or two videos down there. I will be flying the drone down there once we get our other engine secured, which is it's all in the air at the moment. The volunteers, I'm one of them, have done a fantastic job over these crazy months of keeping the undergrowth down. I did my security down there, folks. I've been down on and off over the months, helping out wherever I can. Can't do everything, folks. So yeah, there will be some videos coming from Helston again, like we did this year with the flyover, which I requested that from my mate James, who's the manager, and he said, yeah, by all means go ahead. So I did, and it's gone down really well, which is fantastic. So we'll be doing another drone flight with the new drone once we've got a steam engine back. So that should be really good. Other projects, Bedford Rascal, going to be continuing buying parts for that through the year. There's a tiny bit of welding to do on the front. Chris, my mate, he's going to be doing that. But I think that's going to be a few months down the road, basically. One good thing, it's in the garage right next to us here. It's all undercover, so it's secure. We've got to get a new exhaust for it, and we've got to get a new air filter for it. I think we've got to get 2 new tyres for it, and check the brakes out, basically, see how much beef is left on them, and go from there. And we want to paint the back NATO green, but keep the cab white. I've got light bars to go on that, so it's going to be a nice little stealth vehicle. Also, I've got a camo netting to go over it, so when we're out in the country we can just put that over it and we're completely blended in, like, you know. I do like the stealth approach with things, folks. So, you know, that's generally what we got planned for the new year. Now, whether it'll all happen in that sync, I don't know. It may not. We'll see what happens, basically. There's a few jobs I've got to do first, like the bike there, for instance. I've got to get that all sorted, and I've got to do a bit of carpentry with the greenhouse and a couple of other things to do with the property. Also, the front garden, we're going to be revamping that because it's just a derelict space at the moment. So we plan to put a fence around, a little shed, and a new garden parasol with chairs and gravel, and a raised bed so Mum can grow some vegetables and what have you, or flowers, or whatever she wants. It's just basically for my mum and my wife for their enjoyment in the summer, like, you know. And the fence is a bit of privacy for them, you know. So that I'll be featuring that on the channel. Anyway, folks, I'm going to head off because my hand's getting hot by this fire. Stay safe, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got some fantastic videos planned. There will be a video before 2021. Now, what it will exactly be, I don't know, folks. It depends on the weather. It started to hail again now, and we've had lightning down here as well. I know I'm sounding dramatic, but you know, the weather does stop play basically. Anyway, please look after yourselves. We'll see you again soon. Take it easy, and as we usually say, cheers and gone, folks.